Hello everyone, my name is Engin Kacha. I'm an instructor of English at Sabancı University. In this video, I'll briefly talk about the new vocabulary companion. As your teacher might have already told you, in each route there's a TLP, which is short for Teaching and Learning Program, and you'll see that in this document, for each unit in Above and Beyond, there are some target vocabulary items which you are responsible for. These include words, their different forms, and some useful phrases. So the aim of this vocab companion that you see in front of you, this website, is to help you enhance your receptive and productive vocab using different digital tools and platforms and AI, focusing on the TLP words. This website incorporates features like pronunciation guides, context links, visual cues, and external tools, and they're all hosted on this web page. Your teachers will share the link with you, and you can also find it on your Route 2 course. Okay, so before I start talking about the different features of the companion, let me go over a few general points first. This website is mainly for self-study purposes, so make sure you come here, visit this website regularly and study the words, even if your teacher doesn't assign them as homework. You should also study the inputs before class, which will help you perform better in class. And the first three tools, what I mean is this companion tool here, watch, there's this video here, and the TLP trainer. These three features should be covered. These three tools should be ideally used before class. Of course, you can also use them for later revision. Right now there's only the first unit and the first input available. Each input will be available here the week before they're covered in class. And also about the viewing, for the best viewing experience, please use your laptops and or your desktop computers. Most features still work on smartphones, but the viewing may not be as good as it would be on a laptop, let's say, but they still work on smartphones too. By the way, if you notice any issues or problems with any of the tasks or entries or other features, please let us know by filling in this form here. It says report a problem. So you just, it's a very short form. You just provide us with the link and, explain what the problem is. And, it would be really nice. We'd really appreciate it. And finally, if you'd like to be able to copy and paste the contents of this website, this companion web pages, you can find the PDF versions of them. So if you just click this button, you can just go and download whatever input you want. Okay, now let's go over the different features of the companion. So let's start with the companion page. Okay, as you see here in this first column, we have the TLP entry word, and we have the meaning, context in A and B. What is this? So when you click here, it will take you to the exact position where this target word was used in the listening text or the reading text. Okay, and there's a see the word feature here. And it just provides a visual for you to, in order to help you remember the meaning of this word. Let's say abundance. So, the ocean, and there's also this example sentence here and an illustration. And if you just click on this X button, it will take you back to where you were in the vocabulary companion. You also have some synonyms here, and you got the different word forms. These are also, by the way, these are the word forms that were mentioned, that were listed in the TLP document. Of course, there might be other word forms, but you're responsible for only the ones that are listed in the TLP document. And we got some common expressions. Language is not learned word by word. Most of the time, a language is learned in chunks, in groups of words. So it's really a good idea to learn some expressions in which these target words are used in. And for that, you can check this out. Well, this link takes you to an external website where you can find other collocations with these target words. And well, without leaving this website, you can also click these buttons and listen to the pronunciation. You can also check your own pronunciation. Well, until a couple of months ago, Google had this nice feature which allowed you to record yourself, and it would give you feedback on your pronunciation. However, it was just phased out. It removed that function, but I'm still keeping this button because, well, I think they'll bring it back. They have plans to bring it back. So if they do, you can make use of this. And well, here in these two buttons, you can find further examples, textual and video examples where this word, this target word was used. These are actual real life uses of this word. For example, let's take a look at this one. Abundance, the word abundance was used, and these are real examples, real usage. Okay, and when you click this button, it will take you to a website where you can find many different examples, video examples of this word, the target word abundance, for example, was used. And well, if you click this button here, it will give you even more examples. And also you can just click on these words around the word abundance, and if you don't know the meaning of them, and it will just pop up a window where you can find the meaning. Okay, so that's all about the Vocab companion page, this feature. Now let's move on with the next one, the watch part. So this will take you to a video on YouTube. And this video goes over the target words in this input, focusing on the meaning, providing examples, and linking words to each other or grouping them together. And it is also supported by visuals. Well, it might be a good idea to watch this when you have the time, and you could also listen to it as you go for a walk. Okay, and the next feature, the TLP trainer. So let me just first take you there and show you what it looks like. So you got the instructions here. Let's click on Start Learning. And you have the target word here and the sentence in which this target word was used. The ocean was filled with an abundance of small fish. And are you ready for a question? Yes, we are. And well, you're trying to guess what this means by just looking at this example sentence. So what does abundance mean? A very large quantity of something. And next, you have this window called context check. And you're going to try to choose the sentence in which the word abundance was used correctly. There are 3 wrong answers and 1 correct answer. And so, well, the animals were kept in a large wooden abundance for safety. Obviously, this does not reflect the meaning of the word abundance, but this one, the region is known for its abundance of natural resources. This is the correct answer. And finally, you got the word forms. So abundantly, abundance, and abundant. You're required to tap these words and click on the correct blank, and then you check it and get some feedback. After you go through all the words, well, by the way, it comes in sets of 10 words. When you go through all of them, on the last screen, you'll find a final task in which you have to use all these words. Okay, and by the way, you see there's this mistake counter here. Try to make sure you don't make mistakes. Do not just randomly push the buttons, and this will help you to measure your success in the long run. So you can do this several times and just take notes of how many mistakes you made in your each try. Okay, so this was the TLP trainer. Let's go back now and go to the practice page. When you click this button here, it will take you to a practice page dedicated to this input. As you see, we got different types of tasks here. For example, gap fill tasks and word formation tasks. These are all self-graded and will give you automatic feedback. So let me show you one example here. So you're supposed to fill in these blanks with the correct words. You can just tap on a word and then tap on the blank and then check your answers, show answers, and reset the task. And this is an example of a gap fill task. And this is an example of word formation task. You're supposed to fill in this blank over here with the correct form of this word given. So the ancient city remained, well, the correct answer is buried. And here again at the bottom you can check your answers, and as you see it's correct. Okay, and well, we also have some practice bots. These two, gap fill bot and word formation bot, they are quite pretty straightforward. So this is how they work. Well, as you see, we got the questions here, and whenever you click on this new set, it just brings up new sets of 5 questions. So you can do a lot of questions here, and the word formation practice works the same. And you just click on new set, well, of course, after doing the questions, and it will give you a new set of 5 questions. Okay, and well, this one is a little bit different. Well, knowing the meaning of a word is not enough. You're also expected to be able to use it in a sentence in a way that is grammatically and meaningfully correct. So this sentence production bot gives you feedback in that sense. So what happens is you go to the bot, you just type something like hi, hello, and it asks you which word you would like to practice. And well, you just write down your sentence using that target word, and it gives you feedback on whether it is grammatically correct, whether it's meaningful, and whether it illustrates the meaning of the word well enough. And as you know, this is also tested in the midterm and the final exam, so it might be a good idea to use this bot to practice producing sentences with newly learned vocabulary. Okay, and the next feature is the discussion bot here. So the aim here is to practice using these words. And well, this bot, you can use this discussion bot with your friends. And what you do is you just click this button, and it asks you 3 questions whenever you click on this. And it asks you some interesting, engaging questions where these target words are used and where you need to be able to use them to respond to these questions. For example, it says, if you could travel back 500 years to meet one ancestor, what is the first thing you would ask them? So, well, I think you get the idea. Okay, and finally, we got 2 games here. You can check them out when you have some free time on your hands. The first one is floating words. The second one is rumble and jumble. It's similar to hangman, but with a twist. So give these a try. I think you'll have some fun. So that's it about the Vocab Companion. Well, as I said, well, if you have any questions or if there are some mistakes, some problems, some issues with the Vocab Companion, just, well, you can contact me with this report a problem button here. I'll be checking this regularly. Any feedback is appreciated. There will be a student feedback form here. It's not ready yet. I'm going to attach it later on and let you know about it. Okay, people, have fun, enjoy, and have a great semester.